Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday and it is 11 a.m. at least. On the East Coast, it is 11 a.m. So, hey, I am trying to be on time to the best of my ability. So, good morning to you. I see all of you all chiming in. You know what we do here on Motivational Monday. I see those hearts. I see you all checking in with those hearts. I see you loving, sharing. Go ahead, push that share button and motivate a friend. All right? Our motto for Motivational Monday: love, share, and motivate a friend. Good morning, Renee. Good morning. Good morning, Pacola. I see you all chiming in. Good morning, Crystal. Hey, as you chime in, tell me where you're from this morning. Of course, I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Where are you from this morning? I definitely want to know who's connecting with Leadership DevelopME and Motivational Monday, of course, hosted by your friend, your sister, your cousin, whatever you allow me to be to you, Dr. LaWanna S. Grant. I see you, Lauren, joining in. I see all of those hearts. Yes, let's get it. Hey, as you chime in, I want to challenge you to share this with at least 5 other leaders that you know have been created to impact this earth. Go ahead, tag them, text them, tell them to get on really, really quick. Whether you are watching this live or whether you watch it post the broadcast. All right. Hey, good morning. I see all of you all. Thank you all. I see you sharing, loving, motivating a friend. All right. Hey, as you all chime in, please allow me just to give you just a few brief announcements. And I promise you, we're going to jump right into Motivational Monday. If you're excited, go ahead and type for me, I'm ready. Oh, I see Arizona in the house. I see you, Ramona. I think you're in Texas. Yes. All right. I'm ready. Fremont, California. I see you, Felicia. All right. I am ready. I'm ready. Hey, as you all invite 5 other leaders, please allow me to say thank you again. I always like to say thank you because I never take it for granted. We are doing our pre-orders for Foundation for an Effective Youth Ministry, and many of you took advantage of the 24-hour sale. The book was only $15 yesterday with free shipping. And I believe our team has one more day planned for that before the close of April. But hey, if you have not pre-ordered your book, I'm telling you, you want to get that book. It is going to revolutionize your youth ministry, or even perhaps you have a nonprofit that caters to young people. I promise you, it's going to help you be successful and effective. Hey, if you go to my website, www.leadershipdevelopme.com, you'll see that we're going to host a free webinar on May 20th for youth leaders. So you can go immediately after Motivational Monday and sign up for our free webinar for youth leaders, all right? And you will also have the opportunity to receive that book for 70% off. So you want to make sure that you sign up for that free webinar. Hey, if you are a young adult between the ages of 19 through 25 and you are anywhere around the Charlotte, North Carolina area, I invite you to what's called My Mind and My Money, all right? Or rather, My Money and My Mind, all right? Leadership DevelopME is hosting a workshop seminar for young adults ages 19 through 25, and it's simply called My Mind and My Money. Give me some hearts if you really want to, as a leader, you want to develop your mind as it relates to your money, because I just believe that our money could fund our dreams. I see those hearts, all right? All right, so again, that's June 17th for that workshop. You can go on our website and register now. Last but not least, if you are in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, we are hosting on August 26th what's called the Corporate Lady. So you don't want to miss that. We're going to talk about how to look, what to wear, and what to say. And we have some powerful presenters coming. So hey, make sure you frequently visit our website so that you'll know all that's going on. So much going on. All right, here. All right, I'm ready. Are you ready? All right, if you're ready, go ahead, give me some hearts and say, I'm ready for motivation. Motivational Monday. Yes, I see those hearts. All right, hey, let's get into it. Our Motivational Monday today is simply titled, So You Have the Look, but what's in your book, all right? And I was just really impressed this week because it's nothing more disappointing than to meet someone who has the look. You have everything together on the outside, but the moment you open your mouth, nothing of quality comes out. This is particularly for the ladies because I am a lady, and so men, you can just type amen during this moment right here, all right? But particularly for ladies who are so enamored with having the Gucci bag, with having the St. John suit, with having your weave together, your eyelashes all together, and you look phenomenal on the outside. We're not hating. You look phenomenal on the outside. But the moment you open your mouth, we're like, oh my gosh, what did she just say, right? And so it's my heart's desire, whether male or female, that we don't just have the look, but we have quality and content and substance in our book. So our word today is book. If you're watching, go ahead and type that for me. Book, B-O-O-K. So you have the look, but what is in your book? All right, what's in your book? And so we're going to talk about, for Motivational Monday, just a few pointers that you can use to examine what's in your personal book. As you all can see, I came over to my small library here in my home. My library, extensive library, is in my office at the church. But these books behind me were the books that really helped me complete my Ph.D. program, right? And if you can see, I have on my Regent University t-shirt, whoop, whoop. I'm a proud alumnus of Regent University, where I finished my doctoral degree. But all of these books, and they were not cheap, all right? All of these books have content in it. But now, if I were to go and get a book off of this shelf, and I opened it, and it did not meet the expectation that I had of that book, I would absolutely want a refund, all right? I would want a refund. And so we want to make sure that when people encounter us, that they don't leave our presence saying, wow, I want a refund on my time, because the moments that I spent with him or her were not quality. They were not productive. So again, we're talking about this morning, Motivational Monday. So you have the look, but what's in your book? All right. Again, our word is book. Let's deal with that B in book just for a moment. I want you to ask the question, are you worth the buy? That B is buy. Are you worth the buy? Good morning, Lady Tracy. I see you from Arizona. Are you worth the buy? All right. I can immediately tell when I purchase a book whether or not it's worth the buy, right? And so this weekend, I purchased the book from one of my good friends here in the city. She's First Lady Kim Jacobs of the Rock Worship Center, and she just wrote a book called Extreme Makeover. Shout out to her. You can go on Amazon and get it. And she's teaching women how to balance their life, all right? And so I immediately, after I read the back of the book, I go to the table of contents, and then I open the book. And I knew that this was going to be a good book because the first thing that I read was advice to single ladies who are dating, who have children. And she immediately says this. She says, be careful about exposing a date to your children too soon. Boom. That's some good information. All right. And so the title of her book is Extreme Balance Makeover. I opened it, and immediately I knew that the content in this book was going to be good. All the single ladies that's dating with children, y'all go ahead and give me some hearts right there. You have to be careful and not present that date to your children too soon. All right? So shout out to Kim Jacobs for writing a quality book. Now, there are a few things that happen when you get your book. Either you're attracted to the cover, you're attracted to the title, but when you open it, that book can be empty, That's number one. Or that book can be too wordy. All right. When you're too wordy, you lose people within the first 5 pages of your book. I probably will not pick that book up again because you were too wordy. All right. But here's what we want to do as we improve our internal book. We just want to be straight and to the point, all right? Straight and to the point. So yes, people are attracted to the cover page. People are attracted to the title, to your name. But when they encounter who you are, you want to make sure that when they open the book, that the content on the inside of the book is worth the buy. You want to make sure that the content on the inside of who you are matches the exterior of your title page. Listen, this is my personal conviction. Many of you, we connect via technology on Facebook Live. But should I ever have the opportunity to meet you in person, it is my prayer that the energy and the excitement and the person that you get on this stream here will be the person that you meet. Oh my gosh, because too oftentimes do we see people on great platforms, but then when we meet you in an intimate setting, you're disappointing because your book, the content of your book does not match your cover. Oh my gosh. All right. So that's point number one as we're talking about. So you have the look, but what's in your what? Y'all type that for me. What's in your book? The first one is, are you worth the buy? Let's move to that first O in book. All right. Are you open and honest? Ask yourself, are you open and honest? Are you open and honest? Listen, this does not imply that you have to tell all of your business. Absolutely not. But people want to know, are you real? All right. It is very real for me that I love to motivate people. I love to push people. I love to make sure that you become the best you. But as we're being open and honest, let me be honest to say that there are some days where I don't feel like motivating anybody. And in fact, I need motivation myself. Now that's real. All right. And so no matter where you go and no matter the platform and the prestige that you have, every once in a while, just sit down and talk with people and be real. As I work with young people, that's the one thing that they want from a youth leader. They just want you to be real. Don't forget that you were not perfect. Oh, ouch. All right. Don't forget that you were not perfect. And so sit down and talk to that young man. Talk to that young girl that's coming behind you. Again, you don't have to share all of your business, but you can tell her, you know what? I made a mistake like that too when I was 16 years old. But let me tell you how I recovered, and you can recover too. So you have the look. But what's in your book? When they open the information, make sure that it's what? That is open and it's honest. Talking about books, there's a book behind me by Peter Northouse, and he talks about open and honest leadership. And this is what he identifies it as. It's authentic leadership. Write that down if you're writing. Authentic leadership. People just want to know if you're real. So don't try to lead me and you're not going to be a real leader. I want to know I want to see rather in you that, you know what, sometimes I'm faced with some challenging decisions and I don't know what to do. But I know that there is a source that's higher than I am. And so when I don't know what to do, I know who to go to. All right. And so people just want to see you honest. You don't always have to present yourself as Superman and Wonder Woman. You're not. You have those qualities. You have those capabilities. But if we're open and honest, you need a source to give you the strength that you need to be what? Open and honest. I love it. I see y'all typing. I see those hearts. Authentic leadership. Open and honest. Let's review that very quickly as we talk about. So you have the look, but what's in your book? The first one, are you worth the buy? Are you worth the buy? The second one, are you open and are you honest? The third one, here it is, write it down. Do you give life like oxygen? That's our word, oxygen. Do you give life like oxygen, right? And so when people open your book, are you pushing them to live? or are you pushing them internally to die? All right. And so we want to make sure whatever is coming out of our book, that it gives oxygen to the people around us. Now note this. There are two things about oxygen. Number one, oxygen is necessary to live. So you want to ask yourself, what is it that I'm putting out that the people around me will count as absolutely necessary? All right. So if I don't show up, the people around me are going to miss me because they are missing the oxygen and the life that I'm giving them. All right. So again, oxygen is necessary, and you want to make sure that what's inside of you is necessary to change the environment in which you have been placed. I see you typing. I see those hearts. I see all of these leaders, yes, who are full of oxygen. You are full of life. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. And so the first thing about oxygen is that it's necessary. Watch this. This is really good to me. It blessed me before it can bless you. The second thing about oxygen is that oxygen, you can't see it. God, you can't see it, but you have the benefits of it. What are you saying, Lawana? Oftentimes, you can be in an environment and not say a word. You can walk in an atmosphere, and the atmosphere will absolutely change because you are full of vigor and you are full of oxygen. And when you walk in, your very presence has the ability and the power to shift the atmosphere. Why? Because you are a leader that is full of vigor and life, and you are one who is intentional about giving oxygen to the people around you. So remember that oxygen, number one, it's necessary. So you want to make sure that what's in your book is necessary. Number two, oxygen, you can't see it, but you can feel it. All right. And so this week, as you navigate through your week and you're examining what's in your book, remember, you don't have to say a lot, but you can have what's called the ministry of presence. Just get there. And I promise you, what you have on the inside is going to bless somebody. Just get on your job. You don't have to say one word to that coworker that is giving you strife. Don't say a word. Just make sure that what's inside of you is giving oxygen to that environment. And I guarantee you, eventually, that person that's working against you it's going to turn around to work in your favor. Woo! Yes, I see you, Bernadette. I see you typing. Are you necessary? I need oxygen. All right? Go ahead, love, share, motivate a friend. We are almost there. Let's review that very quickly as we talk about. So you have the look, but what's in your what? What's in your book? Number one, are you worth the buy? Number two, are you open and honest? Number three, do you give life like oxygen? Here's the last one as we deal with that K. Do you provide key principles for survival? Let me repeat that. Do you provide key principles for survival, right? And so what are you saying, Lawana? Do you have the ability to share with someone in 30 seconds what your life philosophy is? If you had 30 seconds to save somebody's life, what would you say to them? All right. And I just believe that everybody should have what we call in business an elevator speech, not about really your business, but really about yourself. All right. So here's my challenge to you this week. Write down what your key advice is to someone who you know is on the verge of giving up and letting go. Ask yourself, do you provide key principles for survival? For myself, here's one of my key principles. Write it down. I'll share it with you. It's simply this. You are not responsible for what life presents to you, but you are responsible for the presentation of your life. I'll say it again. This is one of my key principles, all right? You are not responsible for what life presents to you, but you are responsible for what you present of your life, all right? You are not responsible for what life presents to you, but you are responsible for the presentation of your life. I hope you got that. I hope you wrote that down. If that bless you, yep, I see those hearts. If that bless you, go ahead. Give me some motivation by giving me those hearts, loving, sharing, and motivating friend. Remember, you have to have key principles for survival when they open your book. I see those hearts. I see those hearts. Yes. All right. That means that you are being motivated this morning. All right. Hey, let's review that very, very quickly. As we talk about, so you have the look, but what's in your book? Here's a time where you can say it with me. You can write it if you're watching. Write it there and I can see you typing. That means you're talking to me, all right? Remember, so you have the look, but what's in your book? The first one, are you worth the buy? All right? I see you all typing. Are you worth the buy? Number 2, are you open and honest? Do you practice authentic leadership? Are you open and honest? Number 3, do you give life like oxygen? Is what's inside of you, is it necessary for the people around you? And remember, you don't have to say a word. All you have to do is show up and you have the power to shift the atmosphere. Number 4, here it is. Do you provide key principles for survival? Do you provide key principles for survival? Remember, my challenge to you this week is to write down what you would say in 30 seconds to somebody who is discouraged, to somebody who feels lonely, to somebody who feels like life isn't just working out for them. What would you say in 30 minutes if they had the opportunity to tap into your book? What would you say to them to empower them and to strengthen them to keep living towards their purpose? All right? What would you say? Woo! I see those hearts, all right? I see those hearts. Guess what? You all are motivating me because it's kind of rainy here in Charlotte, and I really wanted to just stay in the bed and read a good book, But I got up for Motivational Monday just for you because I love you just like that. All right? Again, we're talking about, so you have the look, but what is in your book? All right? Hey, here is your motivational read for this week. Write it down. I'll just summarize it. It is in 2 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter and the 2nd verse. Again, 2 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter and the 2nd verse. It says like this in the English Standard Version. It says, you yourselves are our letter of recommendation, written on our hearts to be known and read by all. This is Paul talking to the church of Corinth, and I'm not preaching, I'm motivating. So let me just summarize this, okay? And what he's telling them is that people may never actually open a book. You may never pick up the book that I featured here this week, Extreme Makeover by Kim Jacobs. You may never pick it up, but I promise you, if you were to meet the author, you will be able to see principles of balance, all right? I have a couple of books out. Living on Purpose. You may never read that book, but I trust that as you see me, then you will be able to read and get a summary of what it looks like to live on purpose. All right. So remember that. That's your motivational read. 2 Corinthians 3 and 2 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter and the 2nd verse. There it is. All right. Hey, oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun this morning with you all for Motivational Mondays. You all's hearts are giving me life. You are giving me oxygen in this moment. Before we log off, let's review that one more time. So you have the look, but what's in your book? Number 1, are you worth the buy? Number 2, are you open and are you honest? Number 3, do you give life like oxygen? And number 4, do you give key principles for survival? Hey, I love you all so much. Words can't express how much I love connecting with you here on Motivational Monday. Don't forget to connect with us. You can connect immediately with us by texting the word DevelopME all one word, all capital letters. DevelopME, text that to 22828. Visit us frequently on our website, www.leadershipdevelopme.com. Again, that's www.leadershipdevelopme.com. Don't forget to go out there and see all the wonderful events that we have coming up just for the leader inside of you. Hey, as always, the leader in me anticipates connecting with the leader in you. I love you so much. Make sure you rock your look this week, but make sure that when people open you up, that there is something of substance in your book. I love you. Have a blessed week. Bye-bye.
There's a leader inside of you, waiting to guide people to a life, health, strength, and wealth. Why wait all day? Connect with LDM today. A life, health, strength, and wealth. Leadership development.